The Eagles are still underdogs in the Super Bowl, but they're not as big of an underdog as earlier this week. The MGM said they've taken twice as many point spread bets on Philly as New England, and Westgate now has the line down to 5. We're joined now by Ty Law, who won 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots.
And by the way,
he's a finalist for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, way to go. And you're the one cornerback that could have covered that tight end, right?
we played a couple times. A couple times. Yeah, and 03 and 02 after y'all won.
Yeah, when you called the president on us.
Yeah, I was there when you called the president.
That was a 90s Yeah, man, you tried to play us on the tube like that.
I'm sorry.
What was that?
I called the National Guard.
Yeah, he called the National Guard.
Yeah, Skip.
You called it on the Patriots?
Yeah.
Oh, they put it on us. They put it on us, though.
Yeah? Did you get even?
So.
No, Jacksonville knocked us out. That was the year that Jacksonville knocked us out. And they beat
Jacksonville got even with you.
Yeah.
Mark Brunell
Yeah,
got
I think
even with you.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, way to go. He still says that's the worst defeat he ever suffered.
Yeah, it is. You never get over the losses.
Ty, why do you think there are so many bets on the Eagles?
I really believe because everyone wants to see the Patriots lose. I mean, that is the honest to God truth. It's not about Nick Foles and how he's playing, and he played well. And it's not about their underrated defense. It's all about people wanting to see the Patriots fail right now, and I really believe that.
Well, if you look at it, all the Patriots, all the Super Bowls they've been in, it's been fairly close. No matter how great Tom Brady's been, and he's been great in a lot of them, all the games come down, with the exception of last year, to 4 points or less. Last year was 6 because they scored in overtime. But all of them have been 4 points, and they're like, well, hold on. You going to give me 5.5? Knowing what I know? Okay, I'm going to take that. Now, it says that a lot of these bets, these $1 million+ bets, have come to take the Eagles head up. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. If you're going to give me 5.5, Skip, I'm probably going to take the 5.5 points. But when you look at it, I thought the line would be at least 7. For the simple fact, Tom Brady in his 37th start, Nick Foles in his 4th start. This team has been together. Coach Belichick, Brady, they've been together for 18 years. This is, they got pedigree. I mean, they were just in the Super Bowl last year. And so 3 of the last 4 Super Bowls has been occupied by the Patriots. So I thought the line would be at least 7, given that. But a lot of people feel that what the Eagles can do as far as run the football, maybe get after the quarterback. But 5.5, that's still a lot of points for a Super Bowl.
Yep. It is a lot of points, but you got to think about the history. Like you said, it's always been a close game.
I'm with Ty on this. There's a lot of Brady hate out there. There's a lot of Patriot hate.
But they don't normally put their money up, though, Skip.
No.
They don't put their money up.
I agree with you, but there's a lot of sick and tired of the Patriots. And in my very small sample size, wherever I've gone on the west side of Los Angeles over the last 3 days, everybody I see on the street or wherever I am, Eagles going to do it. Eagles going to do it. And I say, you realize the other team has that
guy.
12 guy?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but they're going to do it. And everybody's caught up in what Nick Foles pulled off, because that was maybe beyond Brady. That was a game he played against the number 1 ranked defense. He was brilliant. So I'm going to say it again. You look at his career, Nick Foles, and I know he's fallen off the map here in the last couple of years, but his overall stats for his career, 66 touchdowns to 29 interceptions. Well, if I told you that about anybody this side of Tom Brady, you'd say, that guy's really good, right? So now he's played 3 playoff games, has Nick Foles, and he's completed 75% of his passes. That's pretty great. 5 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. So he's played 3 playoff games and thrown 0 picks. Well, that's okay. That'll work. So if he doesn't throw it to the Patriots a week from Sunday, does that give the Eagles a shot?
It increases, doesn't guarantee, but it does increase their chance. And for me, Skip, I might want something to happen, but I ain't gonna bet and hope that it happens. When you put your money down, Skip, with guys that bet money, Skip, they don't care anything about the Patriots. They trying to win. They don't bet like, I just like Tom Brady, that's why I'm gonna put my $500,000.
Right. The same person that put up that $1 million against the spread is not going to put that same $1 million up one-on-one on an even matchup.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So you're taking the odds.
I got it. So Coach Belichick did yesterday exactly what he did before the Jacksonville game. He broke down the Eagles, but he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah.
And Fletcher Cox is a bad man.
Yeah. He is.
He is going to disrupt 2 blockers.
Right.
In fact, I think their pass rush is more severe, like Belichick was saying. They come at you in waves because they go about 9 deep in the line, and that it's harder to block them for 4 quarters probably than it is the Jaguars.
Right. But would you say that defense is better than the Jaguars' defense, though? Because I think about when you
no,
top
to bottom, no. The Jags are better.
The key to the Patriots, you have to be able to match up with them on the outside. You know, you have to have those type of cornerbacks. So you can put pressure on Tom Brady just like any other quarterback in this league. I don't care if you're talking about Peyton Manning or anybody else. You put pressure on the quarterback, it's going to disrupt him. But do you have the defensive backs to cover on the outside?
Because you got to make him hit.
Exactly.
Because the likelihood of you getting to a quarterback without him taking a hitch is not very good. Because they're getting the ball out of the hand in 2.3, 2.5, 2.7 seconds. So you got to make him hitch at least once. So the DBs got to disrupt that guy's timing. Right. See, the thing is, the problem that Jacksonville had, Jacksonville didn't put hands. I couldn't understand.
They let off after the first half. They played the right type of football in the first half. But then all of a sudden, I don't know if they got cold feet and they start backing up.
I tell you, after the Jacksonville at Pittsburgh game, I said I was shocked at how little pressure Saxonville got on Ben the whole game.
Right.
Because they sacked him twice, but they didn't hit him very much. And down the stretch, he's just playing backyard football.
But I can see why they was playing the Pittsburgh like that, because they got Juju, they got AB, and they got Martavis. They got 3 guys that can get deep in a hurry. So when you got a lead like that, Skip, the first thing the D coordinator is going to tell you, son, nothing cheap, nothing deep. Keep everything in front of them. They run out of time.
But the front 4 was not getting to Ben.
Yeah, but
you don't have AB. Those guys on the Patriots right now. So try to take advantage of that, especially when Gronk was out. You really had to take advantage of that when Gronk was out.
Put hands on it.
Okay, but I will bet you Tom Brady will take more hits in this game than he took in the Jacksonville game.
They lead the league in hits and pressure. Give you a prime example. When you guys played in that first Super Bowl against the Rams, the greatest show on turf, y'all play cover 2 because you weren't worried about you play a lot of 22 man, you play a lot of cover 2 because you weren't worried about Kurt running anywhere.
Exactly.
But you knew you had to disrupt that time.
We had to put our hands on them. That was up in their face all game. So when you do that and you take out Marshall Faulk, we always had somebody on Marshall Faulk as well. We're going to put somebody on him to hit him, and we're going to take care of the receivers. But you have to have the confidence to be aggressive. And for whatever reason, Jacksonville didn't do that. Philly, if they don't have the confidence to go out there and be aggressive, Tom Brady's going to pick you apart because he doesn't rely just on a receiver. He just doesn't rely on Gronkowski. He uses the running backs and whoever's open.
Right.
Okay, but the people betting heavily on Philly are looking at Philly's offense and saying, hey, Nick Foles isn't that bad.
Right.
And they're saying, wait a minute, the Eagles' running game is much better than the Patriots' running game, and the Eagles' group of receivers, including Zach Ertz and all those other tight ends, is better than Brady's core of receivers. And the offensive line, the Philly offensive line, it's at least as good as the Patriots, if not.
Are you counting Gronk as a receiver?
Or I'm counting him. No, I'm counting him as a receiver. The group, because Alshon's, you don't talk about a monster. He's pretty good.
The thing that Coach Belichick does a great job of, Ty, and you can attest to this, whatever you do really well, he's going to try to take the number 1 threat away. Right. So if you have a number 1 receiver, he'll try to eliminate him. Right. If you have a strong running game, he'll try to eliminate that. The thing about the Eagles, they don't have one great dynamic, any offensive weapon. Alshon is okay, but he's not A.B. or Julio.
Right.
The running backs are not Le'Veon Bell or Shady McCoy. Right. The tight ends are solid. Now, I like Ertz. I like their tight ends. They go about 3 deep. Selleck, Burton.
Ertz is better than solid.
No one scares me on that Philadelphia offense. No one is going to say.
They're solid.
They're solid. That's about it.
Nobody like, man, bro, we got a handful today with that joker.
Aguilar would scare me.
No.
He can fly, man.
No. He's a slot guy. He's good in the slot, but he's not keeping Coach Belichick up at night.
Right.
Ty sounds like he's making a case for a Patriot route.
I'm not saying it's going to be a route, but I do think the Patriots have an advantage going in. It would probably be different if they were playing Pittsburgh. I would still say they would find a way to win because they seem to always find a way to win.
Yeah.
But like you said, there's no AB. There's no Ben Roethlisberger. There's none of those threats out there that the Patriots can't find a matchup on. You know what I mean? It's not hard.
You realize Minnesota had the number 1 ranked defense statistically. I thought on eye test Jacksonville was a little better.
Right.
But number 1 statistically, and they went in there and got doors blown completely off. Yeah. It was 38-7.
But that avalanche, Tom Brady won't allow that avalanche to happen. And see, I told you, if they ever got the game close or they got the lead on Case Keenum, You got to realize what Case Keenum is. But that monster right there, number 12.
But remember, Case Keenum went right down the field and scored
on the first drive.
Yeah.
And then he threw that pick 6, and he shook his confidence. You can't shake that.
You can't shake his
confidence, Skip.
And even in the fourth quarter, I believe if Patriots are within 14 points in the fourth quarter, they're going to have a chance to come back with number 12.
Well, that says it all.
Yeah.
Okay, but all the people betting on Philly will say, please get me to the fourth quarter with 14 plus the 5.
But they can't be that confident with that man.
They'll take the 10.
Right.
That's 15 and a half points.
Those are the points. Why have the Patriots gotten off to a slow start in the Super Bowl? We'll discuss that next.